Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be profiling the AVC Superheavy list I've labbed out. It's a very fun deck. It's very cool. There's a lot of really cool things. Some would argue they're quite degenerate, but I personally think they're quite fair. I don't think any deck does what this deck does. It's very fun, and I honestly think it's a very cool deck. So starting off, play 3 copies of B. This is like the most important ABC piece because it's the way you cycle a bunch of material in from the deck into your hand, because it just adds a lot over well, literally all your pieces. Then you play 2A. This is like the second most important one. It adds back your pieces from grave, which gives you discard fodder in a grind game. And then 2 copies of C. This card is just really good, being able to special them from the hand. This actually helps you out weird hands, because in combination with the other pieces, you can summon them. And then 1 copy of Union Driver to round out the engine. This is how you circumvent the condition on your Union Hanger. Yeah, this card's really good. And then the Super Heavy Engine, play 3 copies of Wakoshi. This card is crazy, so stupid. Yeah, this card's just crazy. 3 copies of Bike. This card gets you to Wakoshi, which means it gets you to any Synchro 8 and Pendulum Scales. And then 1 copy of P.U.N.K. You get this off the Wakoshi. This card really sucks to draw. This is the only really hard brick in the deck. Apart from this, everything else is okay to draw, because you can either pen summon it out or discard it or whatever. Like, this is the only annoying card to draw. And then 1 copy of Solgaia. That runs up the Super Heavy cards for the Super Heavy engine. This makes your Synchro 8s, and this is to summon off of your Synchro 8 Beredo. This is how you're making Baron, because it's more consistent than making Axel. To make Baron through Axel, you need to draw specifically Bike. To make Baron through the Karakuri Beredo, you need to open either this or this. So you have 6 ways to get to Baron instead of just 3. And then this, you actually get to play the Karakuri Barrel because it's a level 2 tuner, which is great. And then P.U.N.K engine, we play 2 copies of Xiaomin. She is a great normal summon, great pendulum summon, and one of the best E-Tele targets in the game, being able to add any copy of your P.U.N.K cards. And then 1 copy of Wagon, because this searches a field spell, which this deck uses field spells very differently to a lot of others, and this literally just adds you on from deck to hand. And then 1 copy of Foxy Tune. Yeah, this card's crazy. You search this off of Xiaomin, so then E-Tele plus any 4 gets you to full combo. These also help you make Baron through AFD when you didn't open the Super Heavy engine, which is great. And then 1 Regulus. You search this off of Disc Colosseum and Genius. Yeah, this card's just really good. 1 copy of Darkworm and Destrudo. These are your Dragon Ravine Send targets. This gives you a 4, and this gives you a level 3 tuner to make AFD with. And then 3 Ash as the only hand trap, because we don't have much space for non-engine. You could cut the P.U.N.K engine, but then you'd be basically like locked out of using AFD. Yeah. So this deck really doesn't have that much room for non-engine. Post board, you can board at the Super Heavy engine if you know it's not going to be very good in a matchup, but like, I like it. 3 copies of Union Hanger. This gets you all your ABC pieces. This gets you basically full combo. This is 3 copies of Dragon's Ravine. This card, Foolish Burials any dragon by discarding a card. Foolish Burial's a good card, that's why it's at 1. This is a 3 and is searchable. This card's broken the throw. 2 copies of Discol. You can add this off of AFD. Hard drawing this is also insane. Yeah, basically you need as many field spells as possible, and these are the 8 good ones. And then here's your 9th field spell in Extreme Jam Session, or Jam Extreme Session, which you can add off of the Wagon. This card is crazy because it basically just is a free field spell you can add. And then Terraforming. This card adds any field spell in the game. Yeah, there's a reason it's a 1. So that's your 10th field spell. And then 3 copies of Emergency Teleport to find your P.U.N.K cards. This card is unfair. Like, this card's crazy. Just that. These cards are really good. And then moving into the extra deck, play 2 copies of ABC Dragon Buster. You need 1 for the grind game and 1 for your turn 1. Yeah, this card's crazy, especially going second, because it's just removal. If this sticks, you're usually winning the game. Also, the fact that it can quick effect tag out has really cool synergies with IP. Clearful Genius, this card's really good. Just to be able to search Regulus, basically, in the grind, well, when you pen summon. So that means you don't have to have access to this Colosseum for Regulus. Barricade Bulk Blocker, this adds back field spells and is a generic link too. Yeah, it's just really all its purposes. IP, it's IP. It makes all your big guys at the end. You can just end on this and ABC and still be fine. 1 copy of Donna. Donna is just spot removal. Great going second. A great way to put your ABC pieces in grave. Nightmare Phoenix. This is another spot removal card that's just great going second. I'd probably play Unicorn over this, but I just like Phoenix because it's good into back row. So then you can make Phoenix and then make this off of it, and then you have 2 back row removal basically. And then Apollosa is the last Link monster. This card's just really good for the deck. It's one of your end board pieces. Yeah, I'm glad to see that she's good again because Manadium's making her, but yeah, this card's really good. Dugaras and a Zeus. You make this to go for game. You can double attacks. Also helps you out weird hands where you can make a rank 4, but you can't make other things. So you discard, draw 2, discard 1. The card's just really good. Also, the Monster Reborn effect comes up as well. And then Zeus, because you're playing an Xyz monster, you might as well play Zeus, and I had the slot in the extra deck for it. AFD, the literal most important synchro monster for the deck. This card gets you full combo. Skipping a battle phase really sucks going second, but it gets you a field spell. And in matchups where there's a field spell involved, on their side, be able to remove it is really good too. So yeah, 1 copy of FA Dawn Dragster. This card is just a 7 that you can flex the P.U.N.K pieces into as a way to just get a piece of negation on the board. Karakuri model, a Steel Shogun model 00X Boredo. This card just special summons the barrel from deck. This is your replacement for Axel Dragon. This card basically just gives you Barone off of a Wakaushi instead of actually having to open Axel. Or sorry, not Axel, Bike. And then Baron. If you're able to make this in this format, this card's crazy. It's a pop, it's a negate. The card's really good. Yeah, and then to round out the extra deck, a copy of Chang Ying, because being able to banish stuff with ABC, plus being able to just like cycle. This guy can get really fat if you can make 2 ABCs, which does come up when you're going second. So yeah, I honestly think that card's really good for the deck, and you can make it quite easily. Once again, Superheavy Engine gets you to pretty much any turn in the game. And then side deck, 3 copies of Effect Veiler. You don't play that many hand traps in the main. You literally just play Ash. So you need just good generic cards to deal with every deck. Draw. I have a feeling this is going to be very good next format. This card is just crazy. 3 copies of Book of Moon. This beats a Rise Heart, and yeah, this is just a way to beat a Rise Heart of the deck. I also think this is a very good, just generic board breaking card in general. 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence as another board breaker and a way to out a Rise Heart. And then 3 copies of Evenly Matched, just because you can go second and not use your battle phase, and then evenly them. So that's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the side. I don't think there's any changes I want to make to the side. The main deck, I think the only thing I think I would put in as a 41st card is a copy of Called by the Grave to deal with draw. But yeah, this is the deck that you will see me play at locals this Saturday. So I hope you guys are ready for that vlog. This deck is crazy, and honestly, I think it has a very good chance. So please comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Peace.